Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible because I'm kind of new to this. I can make this a new thing, just something to do. It's 5 in the morning right now, and I'm like basically dead inside. I hurt all over. I was on the first bus that got to school, which is fitting because I was on the second one that got to YMCA. And I'm booking it immediately. I'm not gonna wait. I think I'm gonna go to Whataburger first. I don't know why, but like I didn't eat anything except like cold pieces of pizza at the place, which I don't know how people do it. Pizza's like disgusting to eat that late. Like I get it, it's like a munchy food apparently, but it just feels so wrong. But anyways, hard to believe that it's been like 24 hours since I've been up. Most of us have been up. I don't know. I woke up at 6:30, something like that. I don't know. And grad night, presentations, everything happened in the exact same day. It's weird. It feels like it's been several days. But I honestly just don't even want to talk about it. But I will. Because it's strange because I didn't... I'm one of the less emotional people. And it doesn't bother me leaving the school whatsoever, in my opinion. I'm ready to leave. I don't know if I'm ready to go to college, but I was ready to leave. Plus, we're all going to be seeing each other, during the summer and, graduation. And I don't know why so many people are concerned about not seeing each other ever again. I mean, that may be true for some of us, but most of us are staying in state, I believe. And heck, we're all going to be coming to Austin eventually, right? Or we can find some place to meet up. I do want to hang out with the different groups that I haven't been with before. We got so much time. I don't know why people are being so defeatist about it. There's plenty of things to do. Actually, I think I got an idea. Okay, sorry, this car just cut in front of me without putting his blinkers on. We should rent out Texas Paintball sometime. It's like $75 for as big a group you want, for any maps you want. Plus, I have experience there. I know everything Texas Paintball. But yeah, that's an idea, and I've been throwing this other idea around. We gotta go to a restaurant sometime. The entire class just gets to raid Chuy's or something. I don't know why. That's just been an idea I've had for the last several years. Anyways, I digress. I'm totally delusional right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm cutting between lanes and stuff. But hey, the good thing about driving at night, it's not too difficult because there's almost no traffic, and I don't know, it's just nice. It's meditative. Plus, you can drive faster. It always frustrates me when people are going slower at night. This guy in front of me is driving 50 on a 60, and it's just wrong. But yeah, I guess a fear I've had personally is that at graduation, I have this image in my mind, because every graduation I've been to goes down like this, I guess, because I've only gone to public school graduations, maybe, is that after the last person walks up and we hear this, the speech from the principal or the student or whoever, when it's all said and done, everyone's going to scatter, and we're going to all be with our families, talking to other people's families, maybe talk to 5 or 6 people that we really know, and then we're just going to disperse, which I'm almost sure is going to happen, which has me a little concerned, because there's plenty of people I believe that, deserve recognition that I should talk to, that I don't talk to as much, I wouldn't consider them table group level friends, but they've done a lot for me, so I should talk to them, but I fear that people are going to be leaving the building, and I won't be able to say goodbye to them. But I'm gonna probably go hard in group chat, like organizing events and stuff. Or some of y'all could probably help me do that. Speaking of graduation, I have no idea if graduation's taking place. That's probably important. I should probably look that up. I'm at Whataburger now. I'm just sitting in the line. I don't know what to get. I want to make this easy. Anyways, let me take a break from talking about school. I don't want to talk about it. I'm done. So I'm going to Chicago, not to flex or anything, in I think from June 7th to June 10th, because UFC 238's taking place in Chicago at the United Center. I'm mainly going for the Ferguson-Cerrone fight, and I'm really excited for it. It's my graduation gift, but I'm kind of frustrated because they market the people here. Wait a minute. The most important part of this car ride is about to take place. Hi, give me 1 second. Could I get a number 4 meal with a large Coke? Yes, please.
Sorry?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, anything else?
That'll be it.
Alright, be 881.
Thank you. 881. I said yes, please, and he's like, sorry? And I was like, that's correct. That's how you know that I'm tired. I'm definitely going to take probably the best shower of my life tonight. Like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm going straight to bed. I'm just going to collapse on the floor, maybe, before I even reach my room. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, you got like 5 or 6 fights in the main card, right? In the UFC. Every UFC has like 5 or 6 fights in the main card. And you got your prelims and your, before prelims, whatever that's called. And this one has 2 championship fights, which, honest to God, it makes sense that, championship fights should be the last 2 fights on the card because they're the biggest deal. But no one cares because they're not as big fighters. So you got your third main fight on the main card, which is Tony Ferguson versus Don Cerrone, and they're like marketing it as the people's event, like all over YouTube and stuff. And I'm like, okay, if it's the people's event, why is it only 5 rounds? Because every championship fight or main card fight is usually 5 rounds, the last one. Instead, they're making it 3. And you got 2 like the toughest fighters, one in an 11 fight streak, and the other with the most wins in UFC history. And they're just robbing us. Sorry, I wasn't sure this was actually recording. My phone made a noise, and I was like, wait a minute. And then they're just like, yeah, we'll take these 2 people who both deserve title shots, but we're going to just, throw them at each other, and then whichever one loses is going to get buried in the lightweight division at 155 pounds, and they're never going to get a title shot again. It's really kind of ridiculous, but my boy Tony's going to win. I just know it. I will probably put some money down. I don't know. I'm pretty confident. Usually I do put some money down on every UFC. Not too much, though, because, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of gambling, but I'll do it if I know it's safe. There's 5 cars in front of me. I was here the other day, because that's what you do when you live in Texas. You go to Whataburger every other day. And this lady in front of me, probably the longest I've ever been in a car line at a fast food restaurant. She has this piece of paper in her hands. She's leaning out the window talking to the microphone. And we were probably there for about 13 minutes of just her ordering and like making sure everything was correct. Because I actually rolled my window down and I like to listen to her because I was genuinely curious to what she was ordering. And she was just getting like really specific details, like 2 number 3s, 5 number 4s, confusing stuff like that. And then she follows it up with like, take the jalapenos off the burger that is supposed to have jalapenos on it, that has jalapenos in the name. And it's like, why are you like this? Why treat another human being like this? It's like ever since I've done South by Southwest and my dad worked in the food industry, I've had so much more respect for just workers in any food industry, whether it's fast food or just your average, dine-in. Because I don't know, they're treated like garbage most of the time. And I recall one time my grandmother, she used to be always really bad about bringing like hundreds. Like she'd only carry like $100 bills. And she would just get something that's like $5 or $6, and then give them a $100 bill. And I always insist, is like, can we not do this? Can we not do this to this poor person that's working, an 8 or 9 hour shift? And then sometimes my family would be like, they would leave the trash out, and if we ever ate inside a fast food restaurant, and they'd be like, oh well, it's the worker's job. They're getting paid for a reason, And I'm like, this is the scummiest shit I've ever heard. God, my leg. It's strange. Like, my body is tired, but my mind's not tired right now. Like, my hands hurt from rock climbing. My legs hurt from getting shot in both of them at the same time by Sam and Will. I ran laps around YMCA, like 4 or 5, just 'cause. I can't remember what else happened. Oh yeah, I almost passed out on the floor when we were watching Thor. It's like I've seen the movie like 3 times already, and I'm like, just please kill me. I can't do this anymore. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want it to end, because it's probably like the last major school event that we're having, obviously. Really, it was kind of like what the senior retreat should have been. God, I hated that retreat. It was good, but I'm not too crazy about go to the dining hall and then return to the chapel every like 30 minutes. I don't know, maybe I'm being too negative. Don't take anything I'm saying right now seriously. But what next? What should I talk about? I really don't want to come next Friday and just practice. I really want to just be done with it all. I could just send my diploma in the mail, please. That'd be great. It always. Why I never understand why people choose to tailgate you in car lines like this. Like they'll pull up like a couple inches behind you, about to touch your car, and then they stop like all suddenly. It's spooky. Luckily, the car ride from Salvia to my house, like you take 2 turns and then it's just a straight lane, so it's easy. I don't really sleep that much in general, so I'm kind of adapted to it. Okay, we're almost to the window. Yeah, I can't believe it's been 4 years. Definitely the fastest years I've ever had in my life. I remember my family, when I was leaving St. Louis to come to Salvia. I was always telling them I was really worried. I was like, I'm going to hate high school. Well, I did hate high school, but not Savio in general, just the work. But I always tell them I was so worried because like I think the biggest decision I've ever made in my life was trying to choose a high school, then a college, I guess. But at the time, was trying to choose a high school, and I was between Westwood, Anderson, and Savio. I know they're totally, completely different schools, but I made the right decision, the perfect decision. I can't imagine a world where. Yeah, we're just getting to the good part. Okay, 1 second. Hi. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please. Just regular.
You. Hey. Two. Okay, this thing's still recording. Okay, back to the house. Well, we're at 16 minutes and 53 seconds. Okay, as I was saying... God, I'm talking so much. My mouth's starting to get dry. It sucks because when you're like vocal cords dry up, you start getting like a higher voice. I probably sound horrible right now. But yeah, I can't imagine a world where I don't go to school with a Jeopardy champion. Get to sit at the table with. How's this guy? He's not looking at me. With you know, Johnny, Brandon, Josh, Ruben, John, all the others. Hearing them argue or debate about something ridiculous every single day, or listen to McCuskey's rants in Mr. Jameson's class. You know, all the good stuff. Because you know, in public school you're basically invisible because there's like so many people. It's ridiculous. Because I've visited Westwood several times in the year because I got a lot of friends there. But you stay with your clique and then you just don't know anybody else. But somewhere like Salvia, like the entire class knows you, so you know that's a plus. I think my door's open or not. No, it's not. Okay, move here. We're stuck. And I really needed just to list topics. Oh yeah, so if I'm going to Chicago, this is positive perception because give me a break. This is like my first time doing this just for fun because I need something to do because now I'm bored on my mind. I don't do enough stuff outside of school. I should go to I'm going to the good part of Chicago anyways. And it's funny because when I told my family that I was going to Chicago, like their first reaction is like, "Oh, but you'll die in Chicago." I'll die in Chicago. What? It's not like every person that lives in Chicago gets killed, you know? There's some people who make it. You may die in like 4 or 5 days, but you're not gonna die immediately. But yeah, I should go to like the bad part of Chicago. And I should just vlog there with my GoPro. I'm just using my phone right now. It's like super ghetto. My phone's strapped to like my dash, like a bunch of tape on it. It looks ridiculous. But we should just see how long I last before I get, I don't know, mugged, murdered, I don't know. If I do die though, and watch you tell everybody that it was gang-on-gang violence, I'd really appreciate that. Speaking of appreciation, thank you for everyone who stood up and for me during the presentation. I video presentation. I really appreciate that. I'm not good at showing appreciation. I'm really not. I feel terrible. I'm just bad at. I don't know. I'm bad at it. But they were great videos, by the way. I was kind of wondering what happened to those videos we filmed freshman year. I'm sure we'll probably see them in graduation, but I don't know if y'all remember those videos where they had us stand in like the music suite, and then they had us talk about, oh yeah, not talk, excuse me, like Savio class of 2019 or something. It was something like that, and I remember it was like me and ZJ and then 3 other people, I think, and they were like, ready, go. Like, well, without even practicing it. And I had no idea. So we didn't say anything except for CJ. CJ was like the only person that said class of 2019. And like none of us said anything. So I'm kind of curious if that video is going to surface anywhere or if it's just gone. Because I kind of want to see it. Because that's back when I had like super wild hair. Which, I'm not going to lie, a part of me wants to grow out my hair again. And then my facial hair, so I'll look. I won't even look European at that point if I do that. Is this my house? I can barely see right now on the street. There's these 2 streets I passed look exactly the same. One's mine, and the other's not. And it's the second one, but they look so alike that sometimes you almost turn to the wrong neighborhood. So you have to like to look for the shell. Oh, there goes the Whataburger. It just okay. That is not good. Damn it. Only little get on the freaking WeatherTech mats. Those things are lifesavers, by the way. If you don't have them on your car, you should. They're amazing. You can go on the website and they'll like literally get you a weather mat for your car, both in the back and the front, driver and passenger seats, and then like literally you can like you get the car brands like Honda. It's like I drive a Honda Civic, and they have the Honda Civic and the exact model 2017. I'm not sure how far back they go model wise, but they seem to go pretty far back because I saw some like 2011s on there. But yeah, there's like this shell that I have to look for, and it is weird. It is a weird shell. You go in there, and there's like Hebrew music playing, and the guy speaks English, but he's always like, "Hello, how are you?" And then I just tell him, I'm like, I'm doing great. How about you? And he's like, pretty good. And then he like goes and watches TV. He has like a TV in the corner of the shell where he like just watches TV, and he has like a sofa and a chair. It's a really nice shell though. It's actually one of the nicest I've been in, but honestly it's kind of robbery. The gas is like 26 cents more expensive than the average gas. And you get at around here probably like HEB or Chevron or Exxon. And the products are just more expensive in general, but it's strange. You'll like go in there, it's like a different world. Like you get like I think there's a Hindu temple nearby, so you got like people who dress in like Hindu and Buddhist like clothing, and most of them choose not to like have small talk with you, and they like. I don't know. It's really bizarre. It's very strange, but it's really nice at the same time. I'm in the parkway now. Parkway. God. Now I gotta clean up this Whataburger, so let me do this real quick. I won't end this recording just yet. Let's see how much time we're at right now. Still recording, 24 minutes and 43 seconds. Jesus Christ. I did something crazy the other day when I went to Whataburger. When I said I was there the other day, I don't know what came over me. It was okay. My neighbor just. God, I fucking hate that guy. My neighbor, he's creepy as hell. He comes out of his garage at random intervals during the day. It's almost like every time I pull up, and he'll come out, look my direction, he'll stare at me while I'm in my driver's seat. He doesn't say anything, and then he walks to his car. Like, he just stares at me. It's weird. Really weird. But anyway, so yeah, I'm at Whataburger, right? And the lady's like, do you want spicy ketchup or regular ketchup? And for the first time ever, I don't know what came over me. I was like, no, I do not. I have ketchup at the house. But it's not Whataburger ketchup, so I'm not sure what I was thinking. It was a terrible decision. I gotta install this weather mat. I'm just gonna carry the phone with me at this point. Screw it. Why not? Let's just make this go as long as possible. All my family's like in New Orleans right now, so I'm just home alone. Seriously wondering if I should edit this too, because I feel like I don't recall everything that I've said in this, and there's bound to be something that's gonna offend somebody. Let's see. I'm gonna like come back outside in like a minute. Hopefully my neighbor's gone. He always complains about where I park. It's like I don't park. I usually park in the driveway, but sometimes I park on the sidewalk. But it's not even on his side of the house. It's by my other neighbor's house. But I know he's the one that keeps reporting it because he's saying that like I can't park there, but I'm pretty sure I can. And like I have no space because our family has four cars now. Because 4 of us live in the house. So it's like, what else am I supposed to do? There's nowhere else to park. And there's no room in the garage either. Well, my garage is full of like the home gym, the trailer, and like a golf cart or whatever that we finally got in here after like several years. It's been sitting in a storage room for like ages. Okay, how do we want to do this? God, there's like fries all over my freaking mat. Luckily, I just pick it up and take it out. It's strange, like these things are so good. They're definitely the best like products you can buy if you're wanting mats. I know I just went on a rant about this earlier, but like you take them out and it's like your car's brand new. I'm not sure how much you can hear right now. I hope the air in the car wasn't too loud because it's freaking hot out here. It'd be hot in Texas. Okay, he's still out here. Actually, now I think about it, that may be the neighbor's son. They look almost exactly alike. Because it's the dad that freaks me out. Okay, so this is going on for, in about 20 seconds, it's going to reach the 30-minute mark. I think I'm going to end it exactly at 30 seconds or somewhere around there. Because why not? So we got 30 more seconds of this, of you enjoying my voice, or, I don't know. Where is the ketchup? The ketchup fell out too. Jesus fuck. Give me a break, please. God, have mercy. Here, let's see. It's all my fridge. Sure. Why not? Okay, we're at the 30-minute mark. So I'll see you all later, maybe in Chicago. I'll see you in graduation. Maybe we'll do something this week. I don't know. I imagine all the groups are going to be doing something this week. I won't be available Monday and Tuesday, but I will be for like the rest of the week because I have nothing else to do. So, like I said, like I always say, hit me up if you need anything. So yeah, see ya. I'm going to go eat this Whataburger and then pass out on my bed.